Charm doesn't coerce, it calms, because only uncertainty pushes. Charm, by definition, is influence without logic. Coerce is to force something. Uncertainty is not being sure. And pushing is the force that leads to uncertainty. The most charming men in the world have a way of convincing others through the way they look, or the way they talk, or the way they are, to unlock the rest of the world for what they seek. It is not a matter of intention because somebody who's charming can have good or bad intentions. It's not a matter of effort because some of the most charming people don't try, they just get it. It's not even about punctuality because some of the most charming people are not ones who speak much and some speak way too much, but they still have charm. It's a paradox because you could expect it to be loud or quiet, you could expect it to be verbose or punctual, but you're still going to get the same outcome. What you exactly want without using logic. Remember, the absence of logic is the reason why charm is able to calm others. You need the calmness in order for them to accept whatever the idea is. So, by using less words, sometimes you get more value. And other times, when you use more words, you get more value. It's a matter of the situation and the person because each person will perceive your energy, attention, and communication differently. Only 7% of the manner in which humans communicate is actually taken from your mouth. The words only hold 7% of the value. 93% of it comes down to your body language, listening, eye contact, and staying centered with somebody in the middle of a conversation. If you notice when you talk to people that you want to get to know, that they shift their hips from being away from you to being towards you, that's how you know you have their attention. Every human does this subconsciously. If you want somebody's attention, you will know immediately from the way they position their body if they are truly interested or not interested in feeling your charm. If you ever notice, your uncertainty pushes people away, your certainty with logic pulls people towards you, and you are able to magnify and magnetize the people in front of you when you are in alignment. Now, when I walk into a room, the conversations become different because I seek not to push it in a certain direction. Instead, I seek to demask by being myself. I don't use logic to break down a mask. I use body language to break down a mask. And it makes the conversation natural, entertaining, and valuable to both sides of the same party. I'll give you an example of this. I was in Orlando, Florida for a conference 2 years ago. And I was walking around after this golf tournament within the conference to meet a couple of very specific people. One of these specific people was sitting at a bar. And instead of just talking about all of the other corporate things that everybody else was talking about at a conference, I sat down with him and talked about God. He mentioned it in the first 5 minutes of the conversation. I expanded and learned from the way he thought about God. And we had a very interesting conversation about human alignment and how it will change over the next 5 years. This is one of the most dear relationships in my life that has proved to be valuable for me as I've built my business and as I've built myself as a person. It's been a bounce board of a friend and a conversation that matters. And the only reason why it happened was because I chose not to force the conversation. I was certain in who I was in the moment. I utilized my body language to understand what this person cared about, and we ultimately found alignment as people. There's a reason why we're still friends. You are capable of being the most charming person in the room. I am a man who misses social cues, but can understand the tiny details around how to use my body to really understand people. I understand calming people when it comes to using my body because it is a matter of being certain. When I am certain, they are certain. When I am calm, they are calm. And the world magnetizes when it is present to be there without any intentions. You have all of these skill sets as a person to become communicative and utilize charm to unlock the world. It is not something you force. It is something you're aware of, and you can use it to your advantage to build some of the best relationships you've ever had in your life and to make the situations in your life a lot better. You are strong-willed, independent, and free-thinking. You are in full control of your body. You are in full control of your mind, and you are fully capable of charming people. It is now a question of, do you feel certain or do you not feel certain? Because at the end of the day, the lack of charm comes from you pushing uncertainty upon others. Thank you so much for your time. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.